Hello friends, so we were reading this book The Power by Rhonda Byrne and we are on chapter number 4. Okay, so the chapter number 4 is a very beautiful chapter, and the topic of the chapter is the power and creation. So it is a very wonderful chapter which explains how exactly you have the power to create the things you want. It explains the proper procedure for gaining the power to get the things you want. So it explains very simple steps of the creation process. The first step is imagine. Use your mind to focus and imagine on what you desire. Imagine yourself being with your desire, like feel it in your hand. The second process step would be feel in your hand. Okay, so if you desire something, imagine. The first step is imagine, like think in mind already having it, feel it. The next step is feel it. Like how you are going to feel is you are going to feel with your senses. Okay, you should feel with your senses, like your smell or your touch or your thinking power, or with your eyes. Okay, and then use all your 5 senses to feel and then receive. The last step of this creation process is to receive. Okay, so what exactly this process is like, first jot down the things, your desires, imagine it properly, feel it and receive it. This is all I can sum up in this law of attraction journey. Okay, every teacher explains only these steps in law of attraction journey. So this is what the creation process according to law of attraction, or according to the Rhonda Byrne, is. So when you do this, when you imagine, when you feel, when you receive it, you gain the actual power over law of attraction, and once it becomes a process, it becomes a habit. Okay, so it becomes a reflection, it becomes a mirror. Every time you imagine good things comes to you more and more. Okay, so the next step that is explained is give it, receive it. So a simple logic is, according to law of attraction, everything has a U-turn. What you give, you get. So you should not be like a very stingy person or a greedy person or a very ungrateful person. When you are that ungrateful person, you don't attract things that you can be grateful for. Okay, so give only what you want to receive. Like give and take, it's what you sow, so shall you reap. Okay, then the next thing that is explained in this chapter is whatever you can imagine exists. आप जो कुछ सोच सकते हो, जो कुछ imagine कर सकते हो, वो exist करता है, already वो exist करता है. Okay, so there is no limitation on what you can get. Okay, and the last thing is prop yourself up. Use the props. What does the props mean? Anything that makes you feel closer to your desire, any material thing. Okay, what I am saying you is, take any material thing, use the props. Like if you want to lose weight, so have that prop of a little size of dress which you can be fitted into after you reduce the weight. So that is what prop means. So this was all for this chapter, and it was explained into very brief this time, because the main part of this chapter was only one thing, that was the creation process, which is imagine, feel and receive. Okay, and definitely when you use props, you surround with the items you want, you get the feelings of having it. And in the previous chapter we had seen how feeling is very important. So use your senses, use your props, imagine yourself into being with your desire. That was all this chapter can say. Okay, thank you. Do like, subscribe and share with your friends. Okay, thank you.